Hello subscribers, this is yours truly JBlue68 coming to you with yet another video. And before I get into this video, I want to say thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, for liking, sharing, and commenting. Please continue to do so and tap the notification bell so you can get more videos like this as I post them immediately. And also I want to say thank you again, if I already said that. If I didn't, thank you to my subscribers, and please give this video a thumbs up. As it says in the description, this video is based off of and will be a mini comic book haul and also a mini review based off of Marvel's Werewolf by Night, which previewed on Disney Plus this past Friday, which was October the 6th. And by the way, happy Comic Book Wednesday. This will be a different comic book haul than what I've normally done because, again, it is based off of the recent Werewolf by Night movie that premiered on Disney Plus, as I just mentioned. And I say that specifically because this is not going to be a series. It was a one-shot, similar to what you see on this comic book cover here, which was a Marvel Spotlight, which was also a one-shot. But the Werewolf by Night comic book became a series eventually in the Marvel Comics book group. This book is from the Bronze Age of comics, if I'm correct. It might be the Silver Age, because this is around the time when comic books were 20 cents. And I'm going to put this up close to the camera here. This is around the time when comic books were only 20 cents. Comic books, as you know now, are like anywhere between $4.99 on up. Okay, times have definitely changed. I need to get this book CGC'd, by the way, eventually. It's in pretty good shape, but CGC would know better than I do in terms of comic book grades. And then on the back here, this is not related to the Werewolf by Night, so we'll skip past this. But here is a second Werewolf by Night comic, also published during the Silver or Bronze Age. I'm going to say probably Bronze Age because it features Brother Voodoo, who was introduced in the 70s, and of course he is a member of the Fantastic Four, of the Doctor Strange clan. This again is a book based off of the character Werewolf by Night. This is a book that was part of the series, and here comic books were 25 cents. 25 cents, y'all. Wow. Again, how times have changed. And then here's the third book of Werewolf by Night, which was written by a member of the former group Black Eyed Peas, Taboo. It was a mini series, and it didn't fare too well with comic book readers, but nevertheless, I thought it was pretty decent. Getting back to the movie itself, though, I thought the movie was actually pretty decent. It was actually pretty creepy, and some violent scenes in it. Not too violent where your children couldn't watch it, but I will more say parental guidance is suggested in terms of watching it. It had that 1940s, 50s vibe to it, with old actors like Boris Karloff, Vincent Price, those types of guys, played the old 1940s characters, Frankenstein, Dracula, and the werewolf, etc., etc. Anyway, the movie was filmed in black and white. There was one particular object called the Bloodstone in the movie that was glowed red throughout the series. And I thought that was a pretty unique piece in terms of how it was filmed. I don't know any of the names of the actors. They were all newbies to me, but the director is Michael Giacchino. And Michael Giacchino is actually a music composer. He's composed music to a couple of Marvel films, including what I just mentioned, Doctor Strange. He's composed music to Star Trek and a number of films. I didn't know that he directed movies, though. But yes, he directed this particular movie. I thought it was done very, very well, actually. And then the character by his name is Jack Russell, who is the Werewolf by Night. And then here we have Man-Thing, who was also a surprise character in the movie to me. I had no idea who was going to be in it. The character's actual name in the comics is Ted Sallis. He experimented on some kind of biochemical experiment turned him into the creature known as Man-Thing. This comic book series was written by R.L. Stine, very popular writer in the comic book world, and in novels too, to my understanding. Here's issue number 2 of this series. I agree with a lot of fans. I hope that this particular character gets his own series. I thought he was portrayed very well in The Werewolf by Night. And not to get this character confused with DC Comics, because DC Comics has their own character called Swamp Thing. This is Man Thing. Here's issue number 3 of that series, again written by R.L. Stine. And then here is book number 4. I think it was a 5-part series. And here is the final issue of that series written by, again, R.L. Stine, Swamp Thing. And again, the relationship between him and the Werewolf by Night creature and character, I think, was done very, very well. Yeah. And then here's another Man Thing series that was written by Gerber and Nolan. This is the Infernal Man Thing, also a mini-series to my understanding. I think I have more Man Thing books than I do Werewolf by Night. Yeah, this is book number 2 of 3. Yeah, this was a mini-series too. So that's 2 or 3. And there, right there, is a very, very cool cover of Man Thing. If you can see that, I'll put a little light on there so you can see it. Hopefully it won't be too bright. Let me see. Oh, no, that's too bright. Okay, there we go. So Man Thing. And then the last book in this series is Bloodstone. The main characters in this series were Jack Russell, who's a werewolf, Ted Sallis, Man Thing I just mentioned, and Alyssa Bloodstone from the Bloodstone family, a very popular family in the Marvel Comics series. And this is actually the The Astonishing Origin of the Man Who Cannot Die. And they actually featured him in the movie, but in the movie we seen him as a corpse, as he had died at the beginning of the series. And that's a spoiler alert, sorry. His daughter, Elsa Bloodstone, is supposed to inherit the Bloodstone itself, where the Bloodstone gives its wielder powers to be able to thwart and destroy any enemies or rivals or whatever towards the Bloodstone family. So Elsa Bloodstone, the Werewolf by Night, Jack Russell, and Ted Sallis, the Man Thing. And again, this is on Disney Plus. I highly recommend it. It was a very good show. I hope that Marvel MCU does more shows like this for Disney Plus. They're one-shots. Again, it reminds me of their comic books, because in their comic books they did one-shots with certain characters, and then would later on, present them in a series if the one-shot did really well. And this particular movie is getting pretty good reviews from Marvel fans and comic book fans alike. So anyway, that's it. That's my mini comic book haul for Comic Book Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Tap the notification bell again so you can get more videos like this as I post them immediately. And let's get it back to the main character, which again is the Werewolf by Night. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Peace, love, and hair grease.